might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, money, get some money, get some money, get some money, money, get some money, get some money, get some money, money, get some money, get some money, get some money, money, get some money, get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blitted. I'm the man now, ain't I, ain't I, ain't I, ain't I, work a plan now, can't I, can't I, can't I, can't I. I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player, they call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got room. Taking it right down Broadway. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Fournette. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Steps away. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now the Patriots are going to line up to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know, I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Sadly, that's the type of run we've seen from these guys this year, ranked 32nd last in the NFL.
But there is good news, because there's nowhere to go but up. Unfortunately, up might have to wait until next season.
A throw to the flat for Carter. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Patriots sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, here's Strong.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all you...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 20. With a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They go play action here on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Allen looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Allen to throw once more. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bills are back within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And he'll give that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fournette, a 1st down carry.
146 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Touchdown, Patriots. Chase Claypool, 28 yards. And the Patriots could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. From midfield, here's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make that.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen.
with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They'll try and throw for it. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, he gets this complete to Diggs. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing is Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Carter straight ahead.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Allen. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point
can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good.
A shotgun give to Fournette.
Ain't going nowhere.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Patriots, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.